After winning a completely legitimate duel, I'm sure the spear hero is not going to try and lord it over him at all. Maybe some lessons will be learned. I doubt it, but maybe. It seems the more they try to vilify the shield hero, the more people start to question. And it's only a matter of time until the next big scandal breaks, which obviously isn't being colluded about and falsified. Let's find out what that would be. Oh, someone's being all dressed up. Is this someone actually fighting in his corner? A queen? Oh, is this a separate nation? Oh. It's not surprising to have people gaining some information from the shadows there. Quite an industrial place, that one. And let me guess. That was forced upon him, and... Yep. He was the one that forced the duel to happen. You should... You should cover the cost yourself. Maybe so. However, you still... I'm glad the sword and bow heroes are actually standing their ground on this one. And with the, I'm guessing future princesses like this, I'm sure the future of the nation is in good hands. And it means that even after everything that's happened with the shield hero, it's kind of insignificant because the citizenry will rise up and publicly execute them if they continue doing this. Oh. Nice save! Just straight up being, yep, this place is a pile of shit. Got better places to be, we don't need to stand around being insulted. But what kind of... If there are people who can summon creatures, does that mean that they are banned from using those skills during a duel? And having complete inability to actually attack? But it is really nice to see that Naofumi is being backed up even in the slightest ways. I was fully expecting him not to get paid at all for what he did during the wave and defending the village, because that wasn't viewed by the royal knights, at least the ones that mattered. Getting it re-engraved. You could have just painted it on instead of getting a real thing. Completely ignored her. And I'm sure he's going to 20 gold, you say? 35, you say? Slave eggs. He's. And what is the grand prize for winning? Time to unlock a chocobo. Ah. He is a grand salesman, isn't he? Kind of a good idea. For only a small waste of funds. Well, it's good that there's at least some people passing on the message. Need a skill for it, okay. Even just by association, he's getting some more friends. Well, that will be useful for the future, especially if Raftalia can get some skills. How are they going to use that? Oh. That's. You've actually got to put the effort in to read. The problem is reading. He's slowly being brought. His humanity is slowly being brought back. Can Raftalia read? That was her goal all along. Sounds like a plan. Because I'm sure the villagers would welcome him in. Oh. It's time to see what your prize was. A chunky bird. It's a big responsibility. You're going to have to clean up after it. It's nice that we're seeing every now and again just him. He has some strong neck muscles. Putting stuff into his shield. Yeah, I don't think he can carry it on his shoulders anymore. Is mount, like, riding a skill? Two days? Oh, I thought that montage would have been longer than that. Very imaginative. Grr. Okay. So he's been granted a title as well. But aren't they... Well, 50 silver for the villagers is going to be massive. But also, aren't they fixing it themselves? Ah, he has a dragon or something. If you think ruling a town like this is the right way to go... Hmm. You're going to bankrupt all of them. The village will be deserted. You'll have nothing to rule over. Oh, now you're threatening the villagers. Cool. It's good that you were stopped there, otherwise you would have been overthrown much sooner than expected. Were you expecting him to know? Yeah, he has no need to. It does seem like the usual route of quests in games. You're getting dragged into things. Really, I thought that face she pulled was full of jubilation. That that dragon wants, no, that chicken wants to win. And he was never in this for a reward anyway, but... Which means when you lose, it's going to be even more embarrassing. Huh? What kind of face was that? I don't think healing magic is going to cut it. Those wounds go too deep. A nice bit of Schadenfreude. Can I assume that there's no interference this time? The sad thing is, even if the villagers do point out if Melty tries to do anything, they can't go against the new lord. Ah, yeah. He's very much being left in the dust, though. You're an earth hole. That dragon didn't seem like it was moving too fast. And the fact she caught up that quickly? Will your shitty plots have no end? You're just digging a bigger hole for yourself when you get caught out. Oh, debuffs! But now you've pissed off the rather plump chicken. He's already felt the wrath on his crotch once. Does he want to go through it again? Things aren't going your way now. You're going to have to try something else. I'm surprised he's actually able to hold on. He's obviously not really trained in... Good use of his skill. Ah, now he's running up the embankment like some, I can't remember what they're called, but a cambered runway. It's actually close this time. We have a clear winner. Then how is it going to be delegitimized? There's a lot of feathers. Huh? I was wrong. This is the plump chicken. Didn't it only just become this tub of lard? The holes in the floor? And the shadows. They have the evidence. They couldn't have possibly caused it. Yeah, it's kind of scary, but... if you want to... Ah, so now you're being caught out. You're not going to do anything, you're just going to leave. Run away with the tail behind your legs. You must be so concerned for him. He doesn't look well. But the thing is anyone actually going to listen to this changeover of power? What does he want then? Yeah, that would just hurt his reputation even further. Free bed and meals for a while. A second-hand carriage, yep. That could be another option. I think she likes her new toy. Not quite used to travelling. If we have enough practice, well, exposure to it, she'll slowly get used to motion sickness, but well, along with saving the world. It's very useful that he just seems to have that. A way of earning money without having to rely on the king. Well, I think he's going to be kept warm. Why is she so panicked? So, what rumours do you want spread this time? Quite a bit different from his other form. Are you able to continue pulling the carriage? Of course you are. With the growth rate of that, can't remember their full name, it's like Philioli or something, but Philo, it's only natural that it becomes that. But was there actually like evolution requirements? Like the bird became the big version just after winning the race. Doesn't seem it was just time sensitive. And that small village is now saved once again. Which is worse, being destroyed by monsters or being taxed to oblivion? And it always seems as though the shield hero is picking up slightly inferior versions of what the heroes are just handed. Do you think the spear hero is the favourite because he's just really easy to manipulate? And I'm both interested and worried about the uses of the slave user shield. Another thing you have to take into account is that, well, not every place in your territory is going to be as affluent as your capital, so applying the same blanket cost over everything, you're going to screw the little guy. 1 silver for a night and board in an inn versus 50 just trying to go out of the door. Sure, they'll quickly pay for the refurbishment and repair of this village, but at the same time, will all that money go towards projects? I think it will line a few personal coffers myself. But if you want to see more, and you liked it, and of course you want to see clothes for the new party member, you may want to join for the future episodes, which you should be able to find on the channel, or you can keep up to date if you subscribe. And it is very nice to see that there are people out there who are independent, not held to any particular bias towards certain members of royalty. But whether you're around a campfire or just at home, get yourself some rest. See you in the next one. Much like a fantastical bird creature, my patrons were always evolving. I just hope that one day I don't wake up and they are barely clothed on my lap. But if you want to deliver a swift kick of justice to the nutsack, consider joining onto my Patreon. And there you can be with Sal, Raywin, Electric Ant, Arthea, Shiwan, Mega, Jennifer Rojas, Stinsfire, Big Boy, Matt, Rasmus Paulson, Gurley, Denver 1997, ASD, Dark Shadow 7899 and everyone else. Because there are definitely some people that deserve it.